Network Television proudly presents the 1986 Goodwill Games from Moscow and from Madrid. Brought to you by Pepsi. When it comes to taste and refreshment, time after time, it's Pepsi, the choice of a new generation. By the complete line of liquid paper correction fluids. Liquid paper, the perfect solution. By Kentucky Fried Chicken. Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right. And by ERA Real Estate. There really is a difference in real estate companies. The difference is ERA.
And by CNN, the world's most important network and a proud sponsor of the Goodwill Games.
And now, here is the host of the 1986 Goodwill Games. From Moscow, Bob Neal.
Good evening and welcome to our prime time coverage of Day 13 of the Goodwill Games of 1986. We have World Championship basketball for you tonight. The United States in action against Brazil, the Soviet Union in action against Yugoslavia from Madrid, Spain. And we have more than just basketball, Marianne Laughlin.
Although that would be enough. Tonight also we'll be seeing, though, the women's team gymnastics competition. I was out there at the Olympic Sports Complex tonight, and let me tell you, the Soviets are something to see. They are really incredible. We'll also be talking here in our studio with our gymnastics commentator, Kathy Johnson. So stay tuned for that, won't you, please?
Look forward to it, and I want to remind you, as you watch the basketball, there you are. Lost you for a moment there. Stay.
Sports Complex as our gymnastics coverage continues. We've already shown you rhythmic gymnastics. We've seen the men in action. Today, the women get underway with the team competition. Working with me, Kathy Johnson, who was a member of our 1984 Olympic team. And Kathy, 11 countries represented. Let's talk a little bit about some of the teams we'll see.
As always, the Soviets will dominate this competition. In fact, they have 4 world champions on their team. That has never happened in gymnastics competition. To show you how strong they are, one of those world champions will sit out and be the alternate in this competition. In the second spot, I think it's going to go to Romania. Although they sent a very young junior team, you never know how the younger ones will perform. The third spot, that's where the real competition is. It's wide open for the East Germans, the United States, Bulgaria, and China.
Okay. Also working with us is Bart Connor, who was also a member of our 84 Olympic team. And Bart, our United States team is a young one. Let's talk about them a little bit.
They are young. As a matter of fact, only 2 of the 6 competitors for the United States in this competition have even been in international competitions of this magnitude. That's Marie Rethlisberger and Jennifer Say in last year's World Championships. But there are a couple of factors that I do think they have to help them in this competition. One is that they're just coming off the national championships as of 2 weeks ago, so they're guaranteed to be in good condition. And the other is that these girls are fired up. We've seen them in practice. They seem very comfortable, very much at ease, and they're really fired up, so it should be good.
Okay, the American team's fired up, so are we. Let's get to the competition.
Fine.
This is the first rotation of the team competition. You're looking at Diana Dedeva. She's from Bulgaria, working on the floor exercise, and one of 3 Bulgarians who's left from that 1985 World Championship team that finished 4th.
She just opened with a nice layout double back. The Bulgarians are really strong in this event. They particularly excel in the tumbling. The other thing to note about the Bulgarians is their choreography is much different than most of the other teams. Here's her second tumbling run. A whip through to a double twist. Not a very difficult pass, but not bad. The choreography is very, very original. They do a lot of jazzing, kind of character-type dancing.
You know, Kathy, they said she was the only gymnast to do a double layout on the floor at the European Championships in '85. See if she does it here.
Well, she actually opened with a layout pike back somersault, so it's not completely laid out throughout the entire 2 somersaults. Here's her last pass. And a pike double somersault.
Diana Dedeva, Bulgaria, 18 years of age, lives in Sofia. She was the top Bulgarian gymnast, finished first in the all-arounds at the Nationals, and we'll await her score on the floor exercise and watch part of her routine once again.
This is the opening tumbling run. She's going to do a layout for the first flip. She has to pike in for the second flip. It's called a layout pike double somersault. Nice beginning.
Diana Dadeva from Bulgaria. 9.65 is her score on the floor exercise. We're in the first rotation. Marie Roethlisberger, Huntington Beach, California. She's 20 years of age.
This is Marie's strongest event. She has excellent swing.
You know what amazes me is the skills they're doing are just like men's high bar now.
Really has progressed in the last 2 years. This event is changing quite a lot. Free hip. Another giant swing, very strong. And a pike double flyaway. Little trouble on the landing, though.
An alternate on the 1984 Olympic team, Marie Roethlisberger.
Marie actually didn't do her normal bar exercise. She usually does a reverse heck, which is a big release move. She's been having trouble with her shoulder. Here's a giant swing. Now watch this, full pirouette over the top. That's extremely difficult. She does it well.
And Marie Roethlisberger comes up with a score of 9.60 for her uneven bar routine. You're looking at, that's Marie right there. And this young lady is Vera Kolesnikova, 17 years old, from Voronezh in the Soviet Union. She's working the balance beam.
And can she work this event? She is usually just solid as a rock.
This is her favorite apparatus, she says. She's one of 4 remaining gymnasts from that 1985 team that won the world championship.
That was 2 back handsprings to a layout somersault. She stuck it cold.
Kathy, what do you think it takes for the Soviets to be so great on the balance beam? So many good girls can perform well in practice on the beam, but they are great in competition as well.
Bart, it starts off with they have excellent basics. In the very beginning of their training, they really work on what's important. They have nice, strong ankles. And just an excellent sense of balance and control.
And if you ask her who's her strongest competitor, the first thing she'll say is the girls on her own team.
She doesn't have any really standout tricks in the balance beam routine, but she is so solid. She gives away no deductions. She shows great flexibility and a lot of elegance.
She had a nice layout at the early part of the exercise, but I haven't seen that many tumbling skills since then.
Not really, but I know she has a great dismount. Look at this, a triple twist. Oh. Look at the landing.
That's Vera Kolesnikova, 17 years of age, from the Soviet Union.
So many of the gymnasts choose to do double backs. This is so much more difficult, a triple twist. And look at that landing.
She's been on the national team for the past 4 years. And look at that score, a 9.9 for Vera Kolesnikova. She earned it. There she is. From the Soviet Union. The young lady is Do Yamashiro from the United States, 16 years of age, student at Marina High in Huntington Beach, California, working the uneven bars.
Nice high front somersault.
Wouldn't you say that this is probably Do's best event as well?
Oh, it's definitely her best event. Reverse heck. She has 2 release moves in this routine. Free hip, a little bit weak on that last free hip. The dismount, front pike with a half.
She
Not
likes
a bad
this
job.
She likes this this particular apparatus, doesn't she?
Well, she does it quite well.
Do Yamashiro, 16 years of age, from the United States, working the uneven bars.
Watch that. Hop to a reverse grip. Now she's going to swing through. Look at the height on this front somersault. Perfect regrasp. And right over the low bar.
Kathy, aren't they working the bars completely differently now, a lot wider?
Most of the girls are putting those bars way out and doing giant swings like we see on men's apparatus.
And we'll wait the score for Do Yamashiro, a 9.60. And after the first rotation in the team competition, the Soviets out in front, Romania second, China third, with the United States in 5th place.